Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Rex. This is Bruichladdich or Bruichladdich.
Bruichladdich. A very famous distillery called Bruichladdich. What's up? What's up? Come at me, bro. All right, so this is a gift from Christopher Eccleston.
Christopher Eccleston, you magnificent bastard.
Fight.
It's pronounced Ecclestone.
Ecclestone, yeah.
Eccl.
You've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time, Chris. Sea-Dog Ecclestone. That's a good name. Sea-Dog Ecclestone.
Ecclestone.
So before you even smell this, I want you to know something.
Oh. Feelings.
I'm going to tell you a couple of things. You ready? So we spent some time in Waterford.
Yeah.
And Mark Rainier.
In Waterford, Ireland.
Yeah. And Waterford Distillery, which is pioneered Mark Rainier.
Yeah.
Mark Rainier.
Yeah.
Mark Rainier was the one who rebuilt Bruichladdich from nothing to back to a world-renowned brand again.
Yeah.
Using a lot of the same attention to detail and individual farm. I would argue that the origins of Waterford farmer to glass plan started in Bruichladdich with things like this bottle.
Oh.
Right? And this specific bottle, given by Christopher, I don't even know if he knows this, is my favorite Bruichladdich that has ever been released.
It's the organic.
Yes.
The organic.
The 2009 organic.
Specifically 2009.
Specifically the 2009 organic, the single best Bruichladdich I've ever had.
Okay.
It is as subtle and nuanced as any Islay or malt that I've from any region that I've ever had. It's freaking beautiful.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you a little more details about it when we get a little further.
It's the worst thing I ever smelled in my life.
You're wrong. Your objective reality is incorrect. It's unpeated.
Yeah.
And it's all from one farm. It's 8 years old. Single estate organic barley. See what I mean? Just like Waterford.
Yeah.
It's one farm. And in the write-up about this one, he actually names the farmer. And no one had really done that before.
There's this multi-grain dust. And it's intensely agricultural. It's like they wanted the essence of that grain, of that agricultural grain. Because you can walk into, a grain storage facility and there's this smell in the air. They wanted even that, not raw essence, but it's kind of getting there. That raw essence of the barley, of that grain to show up.
The thing I like about this one, and the same thing I liked in Waterford was...
And then give it just this, drop the bottom out of that thing with the maltiness and the...
Well, what I like is that you can taste what parts of the new make flavor are still lingering, even 8 years later.
No, the dust, man. It's the dust in the air of the grain silo. Oh, and then on that, it switches it up. You go back a few times, and then every once in a while, it's going to present a little bit differently. I went back a third or fourth time.
Oh, the taste!
And then it gave me a little bit of like a desserty cream on the nose.
Yeah. So, and the taste is this vanilla cream mixed with heavy malts and that dusty malty notes.
It takes you on a journey, man.
And yeah, it's complex. There's a little bit of a peppery note in there somehow.
Yeah,
it's complex.
You know what I'm getting? I'm getting some hay for real on the taste.
Yeah.
Hey.
Now this is ringing in at...
That's my note.
50% alcohol.
Hey.
This is beautiful. It's light and sort of effervescent, but it's dense at the same time.
Well,
so on the color spectrum, it's on the lighter side of the color spectrum.
So it's 50%, 100 proof.
But it's dense. Right, so think of like vanilla is on the lighter side of the flavor, but vanilla extract is really dense. It's on the lighter side of the flavor profiles, but it's really rich and dense.
Yeah.
Like a vanilla fudge or something.
Yeah. The color on that, though. If you were to just look at that color, would you think that much intensity of flavor, vibrance is going to come out of that color?
Absolutely not.
Not by a long shot, but damn, y'all.
Now, this is where, and I have no idea if this is true, so I could be completely wrong. But this is the first I ever heard when I found this back in 2009. This is the first I ever heard of someone naming the farmer right? And at the time, it was like, oh, that's cool. They named the farmer where this whiskey came from.
Yeah.
Name is William Rose.
Oh.
Right? And then we go to Waterford.
Yeah.
And it's every single distillation has the name of a farmer on it.
Right.
And so I'm thinking, like, this was the beginnings of the idea.
Right.
That became full circle when it landed in Waterford and just unveiled it.
And the name carries through every single step of the process. So you'll be in the barrel house.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, there's
the Phillies.
Yeah, there's the William Roses. Yeah. That's good, isn't it?
It's a lovely whiskey.
Yeah, I didn't get anything else because the problem with Bruichladdich is a lot of their stuff is sort of small release individuals. So there's not really a standard Bruichladdich. I mean, there are, but...
This finishes, because usually the floral note is going to present more towards the mid to front end of a taste. I'm getting like a floral on the back end of this here. After the grain dust, the agricultural, and the sweet cream.
Yeah, the aftertaste is almost like Highlandy floral. That's beautiful.
And then it flips it. Yeah, you get the floral on the back end.
I'm telling you, man. I love the heavily peated Port Charlotte releases from them, but this one's just... It's up there with the Lottie, for sure.
Jimmy Leg. Uh-oh. You just see the name and then...
I thought you'd appreciate this one.
Of course Rex isn't cataloging the vault. You'd want it done correctly, right? My offer still stands.
So...
You think I can spreadsheet? I can spreadsheet so good.
How funny would it be to have Jimmy Leg being the one cataloging the vault?
You know what? I wonder if we could... I wonder if this cataloging is probably most likely going to be happening in the other room.
Yeah.
If we could just say, all right, y'all, vertical photo, take a picture.
Add it to this Google Doc.
Add it to the Google Doc. And
here's the columns you need to fill out.
Y'all do the things.
You could do it. It would take a lot of photos, and there could be a lot of potential for
there's one. Look, there's one.
No, but in there you've got, 3 or 4 tiers. There's bottles back here that you don't know what batch that is.
That's part of the fun.
Yeah.
It's like a treasure hunt.
I actually thought about that.
Trying to decipher from the cork, the bottle shape.
Yeah.
What is that actual bottle behind all the other bottles?
This is not a treasure hunt.
A ripping good time.
A rip-roaring good time.
All right. Yeah, it's a damn good whiskey.
It's just a great whiskey.
And the thing that made me actually throw down the mad respect for the Bruichladdich, whenever I found out they're the ones that they do the Octomore.
What?
Yeah, the Octomore's pretty special. Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, I fight for a friend.
Steal, may you steal, lover's heart.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.